So you really have three major attachment styles, okay? And there are other ones that can be grouped along with these, but oftentimes they're just combinations of the three. These are my definitions, and this is just how I'm going to explain them to you. Please do your research and research these for yourself. Become a student. Again, be a student of life. Anytime you hear someone or even me talking about anything online, research, become a student, figure these things out by yourself. We are a tool that you are supposed to use to guide you to truth, to knowledge, and to understanding, and to also give you wisdom. That is what we are here for. We are not here so you can eat what we're throwing out, and we are where you get your dogma, your perspective, and things like that from. I'm here to make you think. That's all. So you have the first one, which is secure attachment. That is the ideal for all humanity, for people to be securely attached, to know how to coexist and be interdependent in every relationship, romantic, platonic, and familial. The goal is to get to a point where you can coexist peacefully with other people and learn how to love them, accept them, to share in everything with them, to be happy and to have joy with these people, to really enjoy life and do life with them. And the two insecure attachment styles are anxious and avoidant. An avoidant person oftentimes is fearful of intimacy. They have a fear of losing themselves in these relationships. They have a fear of losing their sense of self and individuality. So oftentimes they will run from the hard conversations. They will run from certain conversations because they just would rather be alone. They'd rather not have to deal with it. Oftentimes, the way that they cope is by going back into solitude and into a shell. So they will oftentimes be very hurtful to their partner. It could, and most of the time, it is unintentional because they are used to being so, they know how to self soothe. So you can really learn from an avoidant as you are becoming secure because avoidants are really amazing at validating themselves and self soothing and regulating their own emotions. But it is very hurtful to be in a relationship with one because they will leave you guessing. They will not be quick and easy to come back to a point of peace with you in relationships. It can be very hurtful to be loved by one because they will oftentimes leave you guessing about where they stand with you. They're not going to be quick to be vulnerable and to put themselves out there and be overly communicative. That's just not the reality with an avoidantly attached person. Second insecure attachment style is the anxious person. And I resonate with this character a lot because this has always been me in my past relationships. This is a person who is truly very insecure within themselves, very unstable within their own mind and in their body more so their existence in this world. Like a lot of what they are is anxious. They're anxious about a lot of things, but more specifically they become very anxious in relationships because they long for love, they long for closeness, and closeness and intimacy is very validating to them. So when you are able to come together with this person, that is so validating. It could almost start painting a reality where they become codependent because they are so reliant on this affirmation. This relationship affirms what they didn't really believe about themselves, but now they're starting to believe because they are in this relationship with you. So, in arguments, oftentimes they will want to draw closer. They will be overly anxious to where they overthink. They could text you a million times, call you a million times, but they're going to do that because in their brain, it is unsafe. In their brain, this person is going to leave me. In their brain, this is the end of the world and everything is going to crash down. I need to talk to this person. I need to get through to this person. We need to get back to love because I don't know what to do. Like, what's going to happen if, like, is this relationship going to end? Is this, like, what am I going to do? They're anxious about the entire relationship. And one of the positive things that you can gain from the anxious person or the anxiously attached person is their ability to move back to a space of love or to get to a resolution quickly. That is one of the traits that I have always admired about myself, especially being an anxiously attached person in the past. I have always admired the fact that I was so willing and ready to get back to a place of peace. And that's That's an amazing trait to have. So you can learn from the anxious person and you can learn from the avoidant person. You have to get to a point where you understand sometimes I need my space, sometimes my partner needs their space, and I need to learn how to give them that and respect this relationship. There are going to be times where you have to, if you're anxious, you have to talk to yourself and talk yourself into giving your partner space and regulating your own emotions. And on the other side, when you're an avoidant person, you have to talk yourself into going to your partner, making yourself vulnerable because you are now lowering your ego, lowering that fear, and saying, I'm going to go have this conversation. I'm so afraid of losing myself. I'm so afraid of all these things, but I'm going to go and love them. I'm not going to continue to hurt them with my actions.